Hey there everyone, this is Mikkel here again from Real Life Renovations. It's a plan to do a video log of the whole job as much as we can. My plan is to do it at the end of every week. Don't hold me to that, but at least I thought we'd get started today. This is Friday, 1 week after we got started. We've had the electricians in that have taken all the old wiring out that you saw in the last video. We've had the plumbers in, disconnecting all the plumbing throughout the building, taken the boiler out, the oil tank. So the house is now well and truly empty. So this week we started inside with framing, ripping out the staircases that you saw, the first, second floor staircase and the basement staircase have gone. And we also tore the old kitchen apart, reframed the ceiling in there. And we put the two main carrying beams up for the first floor and for the basement. So I thought I'd show you these things that we've done, talk a little bit about how we went about it, and the idea for this, like I say, is just to keep a little bit of a track of the job, through the progress of the job throughout. So we're going to be here for a while, so you're going to see lots of different shots, probably mostly of the inside initially, and then we're going to go outside and show you how we take the building apart on the outside. So let's get started with the new carrier beam first. So if you remember the staircase going up to, there was the staircase here with see where my ladder is going up now, and if we look up high enough here and zoom in, you're going to see the LVL. It's a two 2x12s that basically span about 16 feet, and you can see it starts up here, goes all the way along down to where the new staircase is going to start. Now you'll notice a couple of important items that are missing, as in the supports for the end of the beam. We had a scheduling issue where we couldn't get the footings in time, so we have the beam up, and then if you look from this side, we have this temporary wall. So this temporary wall basically is supporting the floor above it. You see along here. So we technically don't need the posts at the moment, but they're going to go in on Monday. So we were able to take out the temporary wall, and just wanted to talk a little bit about putting in these LVLs. So you can get a close-up of them here. So what I did before we started is, normally what you do is you nail these together on the ground and you put them up. But because the floor wasn't very straight, I decided to straighten the floor as much as I could first. Then I put one up, put a couple of tacks in the end of the joists, and got my jack out and actually straightened the floor above to the beam. And once that was fully straight, I nailed it off, and then we put the next one inside of it. So, and you can see here some of the joist hangers that we've used. So that's basically, once those posts go in, that's going to be holding up the first floor hallway area. Okay. Now let's go into what used to be the kitchen. Now this, you can see here, before I take you in there, this is a view from the outside here. There's a wide opening, there's a pocket door going in there, so you can sort of see, I zoom into the edges, it's the left side of it and the right side of it there. Okay, so that door is twice as wide as the opening needs to be for the door to slide in the wall. Once we've left this open so we can get access with our tools and things, but once we actually install the door, we're going to close half of that off, the door will go in, and so it'll look like a normal door that slides in the wall. But I want to show you the ceiling now, because we had to do quite a bit of structural work to the ceiling. It's gone dark there. So what you're looking at here, I'm going to try and hone in on one of these. As you can see, this is the old addition. They'd taken out all the rafters and all the supports of the roof, so the only thing holding the roof up was the sheathing itself. So we've had to put these 2x8s that start from the top plate up there, work their way up, and you can see it joins to another piece up there and then goes back to the wall there. So, and you can see where they join, we have a plywood gusset that's glued and nailed on, and these are nailed at 16-inch on centers, so in effect they're our new rafters. So that stiffened the roof up a lot. And the work underneath here, which you can see back here, you see the hip rafter there. We've basically created a vaulted ceiling in here, and that's all 2x6 false framework. There's no load on that because that's all been taken up by our rafters in the background there. Okay, and we have a flat portion here, which we're going to have 2 pendant lights hanging down from. But this vaulted ceiling, we're actually going to put vertical grain Douglas fir running 90 degrees to the false rafters, and that's going to be pretty much the highlight of this room. Okay. So let me take you downstairs, see what we've done down there. We've actually taken out most of the basement as well. Let's get down to builder's cam, go down the ladder. Alright, so again here we have another view. So again the old stairs, if you remember, were actually here. So you see these 2x8 rafters. What we've done is we've taken the old staircase out, sistered the rafters onto, the joists onto the old joists here, and this is going to form the floor of our new bathroom. So no more stairs there, and this is where our stairs are going to come down next to this beam. So here we have another couple of LVLs, same size, 2x12, 2 of them. And this floor was pretty straight, so I didn't have to worry about jacking anything up here, but I had to obviously cut all these existing floor joists down in a nice straight line so that these LVLs can be nailed up to that. And once on Monday, I'm going to put some lally columns at the end of each of these beams, and this lally column is going to go onto this new, at the moment it looks very dirty, but a new footing. So that's a 9-inch thick concrete pad underneath all that muck, and we've got about 2.5, 3 inches left to pour once the lally columns go in. So all you're going to see is the round part of the lally column disappearing into the concrete. So, and I just wanted to show you too, we've taken out our steel beam in what's going to be the new wood shop. So there's the beam lying on the ground, which was up here. And the beam was up here basically to add extra support to the middle of the floor, but that was kind of a great deal of overkill. So one of the first things we're going to be doing on Monday is actually sistering these existing 2x6 joists with 2x8s. So that'll be one of the projects here. And the next thing for me to do is to build a new set of stairs on Monday, which we're going to go down here where this ladder is, and basically you can see follow that wall, the line of the wall down. So it's us for this week. Let me put the camera down. So I think we've had a good start to the week. A lot of work done. The guys are working really well. Got a good crew. So next week the plan is to finish framing on the first floor, putting new rough framing and window framing for the garden room. We've got some more walls to build, down here, and then the idea, hopefully by the end of next week, all going well, we'll be ready to move up onto the second floor. So I'm going to take this one floor at a time,